Yo, done is better than perfect TV. Nah, I'm just kidding. What's up, man? It's your boy Noble Living. And I'm excited because I want to do something a little fun, a little passion project for me. I used to have a sports talk show back in the day, and this is by no means a show that I'm doing. I just always love talking about sports. I love arguing sports. I used to be a sports fanatic when I was a kid. My mom, we never had cable growing up. We didn't have cable in the house, but I still had a radio, and I used to listen to the Yankee games. So, like, sports is just something that's always been a passion of mine. I used to love going over friends' house to actually be able to watch sports, play sports. And I just want to share some of my sports picks. And sometimes I have my content that I post on Instagram or Twitter. And I have the Telegram where we've got over 100 members in there, and I give out plays in there. But I also like to just talk through why I see what I see, my analysis, and just share some ideas and perspectives on some of these games. So some of this, like these videos, I don't know how often I'm going to do them. I don't know the format to them. I don't know the length of them. I'm just having fun. And this is just something I want to have fun doing. And today we got the first game of the NBA season, and basketball is my sport. So I was just like, all right, I think this is the best time to do it. We're in the heart of the swing of the best month for sports betting, which is October, because you have every major sport. We literally have MLB going on right now, playoffs. We've got NBA starting today. We've got NHL that just kicked off. We're in like the middle of the NFL season, and we've got college football. And my favorite sport, college basketball, is coming up right around the corner. So there's no better time for me to continue to start sharing some of my plays and some of the things that have been able to work for me over the years as I've been betting for a while and been getting more and more into this space. So here goes nothing. And here are my picks for today, Tuesday, October 18th. Um, I'm liking three picks. So typically, I don't know if I'm always have three picks. Maybe I'll have one pick, or maybe I only have one parlay. I don't really take parlays often. So, but luckily today I'm feeling good. So I put in three picks already, and I got two regular plays and one parlay. So my first pick that I'm gonna go with is my main bet inside of the 76ers and Celtics game. And this pick, I really was on the fence about at first. It was the first thing that caught my eye. And when I like something that catches my eye at first, I normally grab it with the diligent research that goes into it. Now, if it doesn't fit the criteria, then I throw it out. But if it's like, that was the first play I liked, and I found a few other plays that I liked, which I'll share a few of the other ones that were in contention with this one, then I kind of rank it off of the one that caught my eye first, because I'm just working on going with my gut. And right now, I took Al Horford over 7.5 rebounds. And the reason why I like this bet is because for me, I think that one, this is going to be a scrappy game between two conference rivals, beginning of the year. Look at the total on the game. It's not very high for an NBA game. We've got it at 216. Put it in perspective for you. The game that's coming on after them against the Lakers and the Warriors has a 224 total. So I think it's going to be shots going up. There's going to be misses. And Al Horford's the starting center tonight, and he's going to have to grab the rebounds. And I also like the fact that he's going to have several matchups on Embiid. Embiid's going to get the volume, but he's also not one of those guys at this point in his career. What I've noticed, Embiid, he plays hard. He's going to hustle. He's going to do what he has to do to win, but he's very selective in his hustle moments and when he puts himself in reckless danger at this point. Like, he's very methodical with how he moves out there, and I think that's just with the years of injury and understanding like the game better. Like, he's not going after offensive rebounds in certain situations. So for me, I think the fact that Embiid gets the volume, he likes shooting that mid-range shot, that turnaround. Horford could maybe grab a few rebounds there. And 8 rebounds for a center, to me, is not asking a whole lot. He averaged 7.5. He averaged 7.7 last year, right? And also, he started the season very strong with rebounds when he was the center, right? I looked up games and I tried to see how many games did he play without Robert Williams and how did it look. And truthfully, he looked good, right? He on starting on in April, right, the 10th, they played the Grizzlies. He only got 6 rebounds in that game, but the game before that, he got Chicago for 10. He got Washington for 8. Hold on one second. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. He got Indiana for 10. He got Miami for 15. So that's 5 straight games that he went over the total. And then he missed it against OKC and Detroit. Fall off in competition. Gets it again against Philly. Gets it again against Charlotte. Doesn't get it against the Pelicans, and then gets it again in Orlando and Toronto. So for me, I think that it's a good sample size to see what he does in games without Robert Williams. Starting at the center tonight, he should get the volume with Embiid getting a lot of touches down there. I think there's a lot of shots that go up. Harden, I expect him to play a little bit faster as well with the lost weight. Let's see what he really dropped those 100 pounds. So I'm taking Al Horford over 7.5 rebounds tonight for him to get it. I like the odds. I got it at like minus 120, so I didn't pay too much for that. And I really like that bet tonight. So that's my first bet. So the second bet I have for you guys is a 3-leg parlay. So hopefully you guys like this. These I don't really take parlays, but if I do, they typically 3 legs. This one I think I get good value out of at plus 342. So for every $100 you'll bet, you'll win $342 off of this parlay here. I'm taking the over 26.5 points in the first quarter for the 76ers. That's team points. They are a fast-paced team. If they scored over this total in every game in the preseason, you're probably like, all right, no, but what's you talking about the preseason? Like, that's not an indicator. You're right. One, you don't even playing with all your best players. But two, typically you're running the same system. So now imagine all 5 of the starters running the system that they already got over this total. Now they're going to be playing a better defense in Boston, which was the number one first points defense in the NBA last year. I get that. But again, I don't think they have their rim protector in Robert Williams. I think we're looking at the smaller lineup. Yeah, there might be some missed shots, but I expect them to get over this total of 27. James Harden. We got a Maxey. We've got Harris. We've got, PJ Tucker. This is going to be a game where I think this is as deep of a 76ers roster as we've ever seen them. And I think we could see them come out with a high offensive power in this game. And I really like them to cover this game as well. That didn't necessarily make it to my card, take it live. But I do like over 26.5 team total points for 76ers. That's the first leg of the parlay. The second leg is I'm going over to the MLB and I'm grabbing the Yankees on the money line. I thought if the game got played yesterday, Cleveland stood a strong chance. The jet being delayed, getting over to Yankee Stadium, them being stuck in Cleveland longer. Also having to have Talon come and pitch was big, but now that they get the extra day of rest due to the rain out, Nestor Cortez getting to get the start, I don't think that favors the Guardians here. The Yankees also had a very, very depleted bullpen, and they get the extra day of rest here. The Yankees are the better team, and I expect them to close it out, so I took them on the money line. So right now we've got the over 26.5 team total for the 76ers at minus 130. We've got the New York Yankees on the money line at minus 180. And then I am filling it in with a Nerfy in the Philadelphia Phillies and the Padres game, which is also my third bet that I like and the second individual bet that I took. And the Nerfy, the no-run first inning in the Phillies and Padres game, features Zach Wheeler versus Yu Darvish. Listen, these are two pitchers who are locked in right now. Now, Yu Darvish got banged around last series, but he also played the Dodgers. Both teams were killing the Nerfies left and right in that series. There was a lot of offense. There was a lot of power. And that speaks to the Padres' bats right now. They're hot. I understand if you want to stay off of this. But I think Zach Wheeler's pitching some excellent baseball. And truthfully, even though he lost that last game against the Braves, he pitched an outstanding inning, or outing, I should say, scoreless all the way through the first 5 innings. And then that sixth inning, I believe there was an error that would have got him out of that inning, that would have got him out of that jam. And even though he gave up, I believe, 3 runs in that inning, but I like him on the rest here. So give me the Nerfy here in the Padres and Phillies matchup. I'm excited to see how both these teams come out. I'm rooting for the Phillies. I think you could also look at the Phillies special tonight, which is the money line in the Phillies game, which is at even right now on my sports book, but I've seen it as much as plus 125 on certain books. So you can take the Phillies on the money line at plus 105, 76ers on the money line at plus 130, and then the Philadelphia Flyers on the money line at plus 245. That payout's a plus 1,527. So for every $100 you bet, you would have won 1,527 off of this Philly special 3-leg parlay. I might take it or throw a few bucks on it just to see what happens. That city's hot right now. The Eagles are hot. Fly, Eagles, fly. Can't wait to share some of my Eagles picks with you guys. 6-0. We've got the Eagles on the first half spread this year, and I've been cashing that in all year, so that's been a lot of fun as well. So this is it for my show today. Might be back tomorrow, might not be, but if I am, just make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this. Drop a pick that you like and enjoy. But this is what I'm liking so far in the NBA season today. First game of the year. Go with the 76ers. Al Horford prop bet, but I also like them to cover the spread, maybe even sprinkle some on the money line there. And then in that night game, something that has me really intrigued is join the Telegram and see, because I might drop that pick in there. Can't wait to see more. Let's get it.